Alright everybody, this is my Ariens IKON X 52-inch deck zero turn. Been a good little mower. I've had it for about 7 years now. It doesn't look in the best shape, but it's never let us down besides a broken belt, and I hit something one time and bent one of the brakes on it. But anyway, I wanted to do a little instructional video on how to change a belt. My belt broke the other day, and I went to replace it yesterday. And I guess it's popped off several times in the past, hitting sticks or things. The belt has popped off and we put it back on there. But I don't guess I ever had to completely replace a belt until that one broke the other day. And completely replacing a brand new belt is a whole different thing. I tried to weave it and look in there and figure out how it went, and I just could not get over right here where the tensioner bar is. I don't know if you can see that down in there. But right here is that solid piece that goes through the deck. There's a solid bar that tensioner bar is attached to, that pinion there, right there. It goes through the deck, and it's bolted from the bottom side of the deck. And a lot of the instructional videos were saying that you gotta loosen your belt holders, pull those up, but then mainly most of them were saying you've got to unhook this. You've got to undo this and slide this up out of the way, or take it off so you can get belt through there, because the belt's a solid belt, and it goes from the engine, from the drivetrain, around this one to the one over there. Let me see if I can get a good angle for you. Yeah, so it goes from the engine to this one, to the one on the right hand side of the deck, past that pinion on this side, around that pulley, and then back on the other side of this pinion through these, and then around this way to the one by my hand here, and then back here and around back to the engine. So it's got to get around that pinion. Well, it's a solid belt. You can't get around that pinion unless, like everybody was saying, you take this off. Well, I kept looking at it, I was like, there's no way that I got to take that off. Well, I found an easier way, that you can change this in 2 minutes or less. Instead of having to undo this entire pulley assemble and pull it out of the way, mess with that pinion there, because you've got to unscrew the bolt on top while holding the bolt underneath the deck at the same time to take this off, to move this. Instead, what I looked at and figured out was, all you got to do is pop this spring loose right here. Get you a tool or a screwdriver or whatever, pop this spring loose and slide it out of the way. And once you do that, you can push your belt. It will drop over this entire assembly and then slide back, and it's underneath here. And then all you gotta do is push it over to that one and then start weaving it. Get it around that one, weave it back through here the way it's supposed to go, and put your spring back on. That's all you have to do, is pop this spring off, because once this spring pops out of the way, there's nothing else blocking this where you can access. You can put the belt over the entire assembly without having to take the tensioner bar loose or off or move it at all. So that's it. Pop this spring right here out of the way, drop your belt over, put the spring back, and then just weave it wherever you need to weave it, and it fits perfectly. 2 minutes or less. Hope that saves somebody some time. It was a learning experience for me, and maybe that'll make it a lot easier for everybody. Thanks for watching. Give me a like and subscribe. See y'all later.